And it's a complicated procedure because I got to log in and then resubmit the song and songs. Click a bunch of boxes. It's not that bad, I guess. Oop, wrong thing. There we go. Okay, we are live everywhere now. And just remember, we are on portrait mode on Instagram. Do you get a portrait mode to see where you're at?
I don't know.
Oh.
I can't be on listening as well as live at the same time.
Gotcha.
Actually, I could because I have the burner phone.
Okay, you ready to get going?
I am. Born ready, Jason.
I like that song too. The Welcome to Pet Chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nope, I can't hear you. Can other people hear Jason?
You know what happened is my mic, just because I leaned into my phone, it connected my mic to my phone. So I think I can get it sorted. You just going to give me a second here.
Sure.
So I was just turning on my Rodecaster. Shoot, that sucks. Give me a second, everybody.
While we wait, I have bricks. I don't know if people can hear me. Because I normally would go through your Rodecaster.
I know, I screwed it up.
That's okay. I'll turn my mic on my phone. And then there's no feedback. So Jason's having a little bit of difficulty with his Rodecaster. He leaned in like this. And then it, I don't know, started to talk to his phone. So I don't know what we're going to do, but I just had bricks there for everybody on live in case you wanted to see him.
All right, can you hear me now, Chris?
I can, yes.
Okay, I got her sorted. Should we do the intro one more time?
Maybe. Okay. Can everybody hear us? Like me? Yeah, give me a thumbs up on audio. For those of you who are joining us on Pet Chat audio.
Yeah. So we should have audio now. I'm so sorry about that. I think I've got it all good to go. Give me a thumbs up or give me a comment if you can hear us now. I have it set up correctly in my settings.
So normally Paula gives us a thumbs up right away. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting a thumbs up from Marla, Bianca, Steve, no thumbs up, Karen,
Instagram,
and another Karen.
Yeah,
Instagram can hear you.
Yeah, Instagram can hear. Yeah.
So let me look at the comments here. Steve said 2 minutes ago, lost sound on Spaces.
Yeah.
But maybe it's back. Oh, Cottage Oven says it's working on YouTube.
Yep, we're good now. I just leaned into my phone and it turned my phone into the main mic. So, okay, Facebook, YouTube looks like it's working. Maybe not Twitter Spaces. I don't know.
No, it sounds like there's no sound on Spaces.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, no sound on Spaces. Let's try this. Okay, how about now? Is there any audio now on Spaces? Any audio now? Hello. Lost sound. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Is there any audio now? I think spaces once you no. Okay, there's nothing we can do about spaces. So if you want to listen to us, you probably can't hear this and I can't restart it.
But what they can do is what I can do is I can go back to Spaces and I can turn my mic on. And can everybody hear me now on Spaces?
No, because it's going through the Rodecaster, Chris.
No, if I turn my mic on my phone, I should be able to talk to them. My mic is on.
We're just gonna
Spaces ended.
No, I just quit it. It crashed. I think there's something wrong with Twitter. Okay. Anyways, let's just get on with the program because we're wasting time here.
Are you going to set up a new audio one or no?
No, I can't. Not once we start. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It's all or nothing. All right. So welcome to Pet Chat. My name's Jason Zakowski. Sorry about the tech difficulties right off the start there. What we do is we multicast our show to all of our different social media platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Spaces is on X or Twitter, and it's audio only, but it's really finicky, and that's what we're doing there. So we do start with some Q&A. So if you have some questions for us, we'll type them up. We'll try to answer your questions right off the top here, and then we have stories of the week, and then we'll share. If anybody wants to share some more stories, you can type them up, and then we'll get your more questions that come in there. Okay, perfect. So if you have some questions for us, type them up. Holly has a comment more than anything. Holly says, shenanigans update. Last night when we were at dinner, Sasha and Toby. Sasha is a Bernedoodle. Toby is a kitty. Knocked over the kitchen garbage. They had no garbage. They had no regrets. And Toby let Sasha lick his head. It was super sweet. Sounds like there's no regrets there for sure. Yes. Hey.
So Jason, when I did unmute myself on Twitter audio, they could hear me, and I could have encouraged them to come to a different space.
Okay. Well, I can start one, but it might screw everything else up because it crashed for me.
No, we won't, but I'm just saying for next time when it does, because Twitter X is held together by glue and popsicle sticks.
Mm-hmm. Paula is watching on YouTube. Thanks for doing the switch over to YouTube. Love Bernoulli out of the cone. How's he feeling? We think he's doing great. Yeah, we think he's doing awesome. He had 2 weeks in the cone, and he was in his Surgisuit, which is like a leotard thing that dogs can wear after surgery. Bunsen was in it after his surgery, near the end of his 2 weeks, and I thought he did good. What do you think, Chris?
He did well. I'm very glad that the cone is off. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. And Fiwo, who's watching on Facebook, says, how's the air for you right now? Foggy in Montreal. So we're in Alberta, and Canada is so big. So if you're in Montreal, you kind of know this. And Canada, like from us to the nearest forest fire that's affecting Ontario and the northeastern United States, we're thousands of kilometers from that. Thousands. But our air is a little smoky. Not from those fires, but from fires in the northern parts of the United States and British Columbia. So it's just fire season all around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question on Instagram. Christy Kelly 381 says, how is Brix? Chris, how's Brixie?
Brixie is very good. I'm going to bring him to the stage. Hi, baby. Hi. So if you're watching on live, I have Brix right here.
Yeah.
He's a little camera shy. He likes to show everybody
he's trying to climb
his
away.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to move my hair.
Yeah,
because otherwise he'd choose it.
He chews and eats Chris's hair. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a thing we don't want him to do.
Not really.
Not really. People are saying, hi, Bricks. It's like, hi, Zev.
Hi, Bricks. Hi, Dev. So that's a reference to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
That we are enjoying via audiobook. Now, Jason's read all of them.
Mm.
The ones that are available. So he's up to date. So no spoilers, but
No.
I have just started listening. We finished book 1 and we're now in book 2. How far are we through book 2, would you say, Jay?
I'd say about halfway.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ash Medina DeGrino says, what would you have named a white dog with blue eyes, like a husky, if you had a dog named Pepper? Like a science name? What would we name a dog? Another dog with like a white dog with blue eyes? I don't know.
Well, my teaching colleague has a white dog with blue eyes, and he's a husky.
Yeah.
And his name is Blue.
Yeah, he's very striking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good question here from Anne 50. So how's Bricks enjoying the furniture? He really likes hiding in the cat coffee table, and he's now started climbing on the bookshelf, which is cool. You saw him do that today a bunch of times, Chris.
Yeah, and I took a video of it.
Okay. Monty wants an update on all of the puppies and how is Bricks. Well, we kind of talked about how Bricks was, but we can give a rundown on all of the puppies. So we'll start with Bunsen. Bunsen is doing good. He doesn't like the heat, so it's very hot today where we are. It got up to 35 Celsius, which is way too hot for Bunsen. What is that in Fahrenheit for our American friends? That is 95. So that is very hot for us. You love it, Chris. Bunsen does not.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing good. Beaker went dock diving with us. Maybe you saw on social media by herself because Bernoulli was still in the cone. And that was kind of special to do something just for her. Just having her be, she does have a big shadow of the other dogs over top of her sometimes, and it's nice to do things just for her. And she had so much fun. And Bernoulli was neutered 2 weeks ago. He's out of his cone now. And the last 2 days, he has been stellar. Like, he's been such a good dog. We've been working on patio training with him. So we're taking him to dog-friendly patios, and he's practicing his downstay in crowds. And he's doing so good at it, and it's paying dividends in he started his level 4 course, which is like leading him towards possibly being like what kind of dog? A facility dog? Facility dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then,
or therapy dog.
Yeah. We'll see.
Me.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, he did lesson 1. He just did amazing. Like, so good. Like he did amazing. We're like, who is this dog? Yeah. And then, as we mentioned, Bricks is doing great. Kristen Lee said Bunsen was so sweet to Bernoulli. Yeah. When Bernoulli was in his cone, we caught Bunsen like comforting him a few times, which is sweet. The two of them, they sometimes get in each other's face and bark at each other. And then for the whole rest of the day, they're the best of buds. Like, they sleep together. They walk around the house together. Bernoulli follows Bunsen around. Like, they have to be right next to each other the whole day. And then randomly they'll just get angry not angry. They'll just bark at each other. Beaker sometimes gets mad at Bernoulli, and I was giving her heck for doing it by just putting my hand out. And the two burners did not like that today. That happened today. The two burners were like, no, you're not going to talk to my sister that way. And they stood up for Beaker. I wasn't even yelling at Beaker or anything. I just had my hand. I was like not aggressive or anything. I was just holding my hand out to her to make her, because I don't know why she was mad at Bernoulli. She gets mad at him sometimes. And
Well, so she likes the couch,
Yeah.
and Bernoulli likes the couch,
Yeah.
and she jumped off the couch, and Bernoulli took her spot on the couch.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like when we had little kids and one of them put the toy that they were playing with down because they
Mhm.
were really done with it, but then the younger sibling came to pick up the toy and want to play with it, but no, the older siblings like, that's my toy.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole, social situation scenario of sharing is caring, and you were done with the toy, etc., etc.
Yeah. It was just funny. They jumped to her defense. They weren't mad. They weren't like aggressive with me. They just were mad. They barked at me. They both came up and kind of like blocked me from going further at Beaker. So there you go. They stick up for each other's. Gem the condo kitty says, how is the fur regrowth coming on Brixie? I don't know if you can see on Chris. It's not coming very fast. I don't know. It's hard. It's on his belly. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's maybe it's better than it was. I don't know.
No, it's not coming in. I call it the Cedar Woods haircut special.
Yeah.
Because Bunsen had one too.
Yeah.
Bunsen had that same haircut. So it was funny because after they did the ultrasound, we saw Bricks and they're like, we're so sorry about his hair. And we're like, oh, no worries. No problem. Bunsen had this same haircut. Yeah. so we kind of had a laugh about that.
And I apologize. I just pulled up the Substack chat. So we've got a whole bunch of people watching on Substack. So hello. Cheryl has a question. Have you ever had a dog with seizures? And sadly, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cheryl. Your dog Ginger did die of it because of it. So I'm very, very sorry to hear that. I know Paula, one of her dogs has seizures. Annie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Paula, I don't know if you have time to type anything up about seizures or if anybody else does. It's going to be hard to relay it to Cheryl, but if you're on YouTube or Facebook, I can put the comments in the Jumbotron about that. And then Cassie says, do you have air conditioning in your house? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. There was, how long ago did we get air conditioning? 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah, I was teaching from home because the guy came to do it. So yeah. I want to say it has to be 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what happened was the house would get very, very warm and hot. And Jason told me that our carbon footprint would be too large if we got air conditioning. Yeah. And I said, oh, really? And he said, yep, no air conditioning for you. And I said, that's unfortunate. But when we built our house, we did the piping in for potential air conditioning later. Mm-hmm. So we did that. We put all the infrastructure in, and then thankfully we did, because Bunsen's too hot. And I said, Bunsen is melting to the floor. And Jason's like, yeah, we need to get air conditioning for the dog.
Well, he was so uncomfortable though. Like it was different for us because we could deal with it. But like that, there was a summer, that summer was brutal. We had 2.5 weeks of like 35 plus, and our homes are not built to like be cool. They're built to hold heat because we have such cold winters. So that week was just 2 weeks. It was unbearable. It got up to like, that one place in BC, didn't it get up to 54 degrees Celsius or something like that?
Mm-hmm. It was very warm.
Yeah, there was some insane temperature that was reached in British Columbia, and then the town burnt down from a forest fire. I think it got up to like 129 Fahrenheit for Americans. So it's unbelievably hot for Canada. It's like a desert, like smoking hot.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I guess our carbon footprints are still small, but now Bunsen's is large.
Yeah. Remy the Leonberger says, have you had a dog that bloated? No, but it's always in the back of our mind with both Bunsen and Bernoulli. We thought when Bunsen had his cyst scenario, it was bloat because he had those symptoms, but it turned out it wasn't. So no. And I hope everything went. It's not a question that happened to your dog because it is life-threatening. It is a scary situation if a dog has bloat. Oh, that was Lytton, BC. Holly. Thanks, Holly. I knew it was someplace in BC, and it was just unbelievably hot there during that stretch. We'll take a couple more questions and then get to our couple stories of the week. Chubby K8, who's watching on Instagram, asks, is Beaker going to be doing tracking and scent work? We're gonna try to reach out to Prairie Dog Sports about that. Yeah.
I looked into it, and right when they were having their kind of intro classes is right when our whole life was imploding, with the end of the school year, and then Brooks was sick, and she's definitely not intermediate, and so we're going to look into it again. But thank you for the reminder. There was a few stressful things that were happening at that time. So, yeah. And then someone else made a comment about karting, training Bernoulli with karting.
Oh, yeah, that fell off.
And that also kind of fell off the wagon there. But we're going to get back on. Mm-hmm. But the things that we're doing right now, with him, with his downstay, with his desensitization to public spaces, like all of the things that we're doing, even taking him to dock dive and keeping his brain busy, and all of those things are going to be beneficial for any activity that we choose to put him in, such as karting. So he does really, really well with people that he knows. He loves everybody at Waggles. And we're working on a little bit of stranger danger, and we have a strategy for that too.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes he is a little, he goes, oh,
he ducks people.
He ducks a little bit, and we just want a more well-rounded dog. So just it's exposure to lots of different situations and having a lot of success and a lot of positive experiences, which has been happening this week. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into training our dogs and investing in them with lots of love and positive reinforcement. So all of this, and we have the time right now because it's the summer.
Yeah.
So there's a method to our madness.
Yeah. We had great plans, and then Brooks got sick, and then Bernoulli got neutered. So he wasn't doing any karting training with his cone on. That would be ridiculous.
Everything was ridiculous.
Everything was ridiculous.
With his cone on.
Yeah. I hope Remy the Leonberger did say that Remy bloated 3 weeks ago. I hope Remy's okay. I apologize if you posted about that on social media and maybe we missed it, but I hope Remy's okay. Yeah, Pat is talking about seizures, and Paula was talking about seizures. If you message us, Cheryl, I'm sure either Pat or Paula would love to tell you their experience. They're not vets, but they could tell you their experience. So just if you're still listening on Substack, Cheryl, just message us on there, and I'm sure, though I do have to talk to both of them, but I'm sure they'd be okay with like a email exchange or something like that. Okay, let's talk about the stories of the week, Chris.
Now you said that you only had a couple. I have 6. Well, and counting.
I'll start about the big one for the one that is maybe affects more than just us. So the Moose Leg pre-sale went crazy good, and we are so thankful for the support. There was a 3-week delay at the factory, which pushed that we wanted to have them end of June. Thank goodness they didn't come end of June, because that's when Bricks was sick. So I don't know, we would have been super stressed trying to ship them out then. Anyways, they're on their way. They're in Manitoba, which is a couple provinces away. Chris and I have had to, like, Chris, you did a lot of help, and I've had to like liaison with the shipping company that was bringing it to us, because I know how to ship stuff away from Canada, but we're not importers, so we actually had to import this stuff. Hello. Are we still on with everybody? Did you switch to Magic Data?
Or did I switch to Magic Data, but our internet did quit.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're on with everybody. Okay, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. When it gets really hot, our Starlink doesn't work great. Okay, so we're not moving on Facebook. I'm back. Instagram says we're back. Okay, we're back.
So we're on. We live in the country, and that's why we got Starlink to improve our internet speed. And we never got rid of our other internet company, which is called ExploreNet. And if they're listening, it's our backup. And they're terrible. They're not good. I've been on Red Deer Rant and Rave, and someone was like, "Oh, I live in the county of Red Deer. What would be great internet besides Starlink? Because Starlink is pricey." And everybody's like, "You got to go with Starlink. Otherwise, if you have ExploreNet, it's also pricey and terrible."
Yeah.
So if you're listening to ExploreNet, I'm very sorry. You're getting bad reviews on Red Deer Rant and Rave.
But we kept it for backup and decreased how much we can use and the speed. So our picture quality probably dropped. Starlink normally is very reliable, but it is not reliable when it's hot. I found that when it's hot, it's super unreliable. Anyways, long story short, I was talking about the moose legs, and they're on their way. And hopefully we have them Wednesday-ish, and then we'll ship them out next week. Very exciting.
I was hoping Tuesday.
I think Wednesday's more realistic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, over to you for a whole bunch of stories, Chris.
Well, we kind of talked about them a little bit, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about the dog patios.
Oh yeah, okay, go.
And we've tried 3 here in town. I Googled dog-friendly patios, and we went to one called Red Heart Brewing. Yeah. And that was awesome because we were able to go into kind of a covered patio out of the sun, and there was like nobody there to start, but there was another couple that actually happened to know you. And so we had a really great conversation with them. So there was distractions just talking with them, but Bernoulli did so great. It was his first time, so there wasn't a lot happening. Awesome. And that's where I ordered kombucha.
It is. If you like kombucha, all the power to you, but it tastes like sauerkraut juice.
Jason was like, "Why aren't you drinking your drink?" And I said, "Oh, well, I'm drinking my drink slowly. It's good for my probiotics," I said. And then you tried it and you're like, "That is nasty." But I think it's an acquired taste because I don't think it was bad at all. So if you're familiar with kombucha and you enjoy it, I think it's a delicious delicacy from that restaurant, from that place. Like nothing against them. But Jason was like, "Whoa, that's very sauerkrauty."
Come here.
So that's
Bernoulli, come here. Come on, bud.
So that's fine. The main focus is that we wanted to have something quick. So just a couple drink. So you had Pepsi or something, and then we had popcorn. So if it was awful, like Bernoulli was freaking out, then we could just drop and go. Like, sorry, gotta go. And that's did not happen. It was awesome. And then the next place we went to is an excellent place here in town called the Trouble Monk. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Yep. But I ordered water, and that's maybe a faux pas going to somewhere that's a brewery. Because I was like, "Tell me a little bit more." And so, Jason, you got the Saskatoon soda. Did you enjoy it?
It was delicious. Yeah.
Delicious. I've heard great things about it, but I don't want to drink anything carbonated, which I guess kombucha kind of has a little bit of carbonation to it. Maybe that's why I didn't really drink it. Anyway, and then I said, "So maybe I'll just have water then." And she's like, "It's over there." And she pointed. And then she left. And then Jason said, "You get to drink the same water that the dog does."
Yeah, she wasn't too happy. But anyways, it was fine.
It was fine. And we ordered
chips. Really did great. So maybe save that for rants and raves and not our live show, Chris.
Oh, okay. Well, then the third place. No, it was great. It was really good. I'm fine to talk about it.
Yeah, you can. No, anyway, I'm talking the third place. Go ahead.
Yeah, the third place is Bo's, and it's a very popular place here in town. And they have a dog-friendly patio in the back, and so we went there, and it was smoking hot. But we went under a covered spot, and Bernoulli, he's figured it out. He's like, "Oh, all I have to do is lay down, and I get treats. This is perfect." And then there was a great distraction. There was a couple that came with two little dogs.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny because you knew the person and you're like, "Hey, I think that's your colleague's dad." And so I texted her, and I tried to take a sneaky picture of the dog.
It's not sneaky at all.
And Jason's like, "Chris, what are you doing?
What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm taking a picture of them to show my friend." Dad, I know that's dad.
Anyway, and so that was great because that's another. They're little and they're so cute, those dogs, but they like to bark, and so that's a bit of a distraction for Bernoulli. Barking dog on the patio, and they were very quiet after a little bit, so that was perfect.
The little dogs did fine. They just were a little wound up.
Yeah, I would be too. It's hot.
Paula likes kombucha, Chris.
There you go. That's amazing.
Paula feels the same way about kombucha. Kathy Zerker.
Oh no.
Kombucha, no. Graceful Girl 404 says, "I know people who make their own kombucha in a barrel."
Yes.
And Kristen Lee on Instagram says, "We have a coworker that keeps kombucha in her office refrigerator and it does not smell pleasant." Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh. Well, there's some people who like it and some people who don't, and that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, what's your other story of the week, Chris?
Well, just talking about how Bernoulli did in level 4. His first class was so good. He's a lot calmer now with the neuter, so that's great. And the cone came off, and
You think
I don't
that's
know. I've asked you that. I'm like, hey, dude, hey, Jay, how
Yeah.
long do you think it takes for the testosterone to go out
Yeah.
of his system? But I'm noticing a difference. Like I was really worried that we wouldn't have the same goober, but we have the same goober,
Oh, he's still a
just
goober.
just a little less of I don't know. I think he's a great dog. Then Brixie.
Trying to smash his way out.
Yeah. He's trying to, I think, yeah, he's trying to smash.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
that-
there
This is
you
that
are.
troubled monk, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's it. The
He's
troubled
looking
monk.
up lovingly at my water.
There's Bunsen on the deck.
Yeah.
He's doing Bunsen's. This is before it got hot.
And then there it is with your leg at Bose.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a video. I don't know how that's going to play with sharing the screen.
Well, okay, but he was also a treat snob there.
Oh, that's right. He wouldn't eat the treats that they brought for him. So here he gets a treat and he just was spitting them out. I've never seen that before. He normally eats everything and anything, things that aren't even food.
But I've seen it. Beaker's the same. She's a treat snob.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought I would show the different things there.
And then dock diving, super fun. So we did take Beaker for her own time, but then we took Bernoulli and they had a great time. And he was like launching himself off the dock. He just, with abandon. It's like he didn't skip a beat from last summer when he was dock diving. So that was super awesome. And he's fast. He's a lot faster this year. Some people were asking about why he's in a PFD, a life jacket, but that's just because it was his first time back swimming. I guess more intensive swimming. His swimming at the creek is not really swimming. It's kind of wading with style.
It's swimming, but
not this.
No, not for very long.
No. Yeah, so he did great. He was so excited to go. We're going again tomorrow. They had a flash sale on minutes, so I got another 40 minutes for cheaper.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Which was awesome for tomorrow. So that's dock diving. I was going to talk about the new.
Is Brix losing his mind? What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Come here, baby. I didn't feed them.
Oh, they're hungry. That's right.
So that's maybe I'll go up and feed them.
It's okay. We can. I think we should probably wrap the show up. We'll do your last story, take some questions, and then call it good.
Well, I have two more stories.
We're tempting fate here on a really bad internet. So
that's true.
Yeah.
We did get the new furniture. So the first thing that came was the coffee table, and it came in the via delivery, and then the cat shelf was destroyed, and so we had to return that and get a new one, which allowed for extra content. Right, you got to build the coffee table, and I put that on the social media. It took footage of it, and then the next one came, and you put it together, which is great, and that happened, and then Brix is using it, so that's really, really good. We really like it. And then the last thing I want to talk about was today we went for Wagon Walk, and there's another golden retriever. Her name is Chloe, and she and like Beaker were like fast friends, and Beaker gave her a little kiss on her cheek. It was like so cute.
It was
super sweet. And they were so hot on that walk today.
Yeah.
It was like, Jason's like, oh, it's about 25. No, try 32.
Yeah, it was heating up rapidly. I love it because Bernoulli kind of has rocks in his head sometimes. He's so like, look at him. He's right. I don't know if you're on. Okay. I don't know if I can. I don't want to move my camera too much, but he is doing this noodle head thing here. There he is. Bernoulli, hi. See, look at this. He's such a goober. Hey, hello. Yes, I see you. Yes, hi, Bernoulli. Anyways, he gets confused with the two golden retrievers because he thinks Chloe, this other golden retriever, is Beaker sometimes, and he's like, wait a second.
Mhm.
And he's just, like he's just a dumb boy sometimes, even though he's our best trained dog by far. Just like, wait a second. Janice, is it advertised as a cat coffee table and bookshelf? Yes, it is definitely advertised as both.
Yeah,
you got
so
it from
it's
Costco.
I did get it from Costco, but the company
Yep.
is for cats and dogs. So for
Yep.
the number 4 cats and dogs, and so you can put your little Chihuahua in it if you so chose.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not
if
for our
climb up
dogs.
the shelf. I don't know if it'd climb up the shelf, but it could definitely go on the coffee table.
Yeah, maybe some dogs like to climb.
Like huskies, but I don't know if they'd fit through the
No,
little holes.
it would have to be a small dog.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. All right, as we're tempting fate with our terrible internet, if you have any other questions, type them up. And if you have any stories you'd like us to share, you can type those up and we'll share them. I'm so sorry that we lost our spaces or audio only on Twitter, but that's just what happened. Now we have a Mrs. Sarah Walsh. Just wanted to say hi, Chris. My kids love your page and also love following along too. Signed, a former student who loves what you two do.
Sarah is awesome. So I taught Sarah when she was in grade 5, actually. And then I was fortunate, I know. And then I was fortunate again to teach her in grade 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've known Sarah for a very long time. I actually see your stuff on Facebook and love the things that you're doing. You're doing some, I don't know if I want to say too much, but working in the social media field and doing amazing things with your kids. Like it's just so great.
Cool. And thank you for the very kind comments. Cindy Arlie Lee says, thank you for your content. You are both amazing. Thank you. That's very sweet. Really appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. Any other comments or questions? I'm jumping back and forth. Some people said it takes about 2 months for the testosterone to wane after a neuter. That's from 3 different sources.
Okay.
Catherine Rutten, who's watching on Substack, says, I love waiting with style. Other people have said that as well. They love waiting with style, that comment you made, Chris.
Waiting with style. Because that's what he does. He floats along, right? He did that little floaty on his log.
Yeah, that's right. I do want to give everybody a big thank you who is supporting the Bricks Stuffy pre-sale. We generally don't like to have more than one pre-sale going at once. We were hopeful to have the moose leg before we started the pre-sale, but it got delayed. A ton of people have donated a Bricks Stuffy. It's called the Bricks Kiss donation. I think we're over 130 donated stuffies, which is amazing. So thank you for everybody who has either supported us with a Brick Stuffy purchase for the presale or gotten the Bricks Kiss. The Bricks Kiss will send a stuffy to a child, and then the profits will go to the profits of that stuffy will go to Cedarwood to a fund for low-income families to help their pets in need who maybe don't have insurance or don't have the money at the time. Because Bricks was not cheap, having him in the ICU for a week, and we were very fortunate to have insurance for him and a means to pay if we didn't. And not everybody is that lucky. Gem the Condo Kitty request for any and all Bricks content. So we have a comment for even more Bricks content. Okay. Oh, Janice, we had our anniversary, Chris. Our anniversary.
Yeah, so that was the day we went to the Troubled Monk when I ordered water, and we had again. Yeah. Again, we had like quick. It had to be like quick in case it went down south, in and out. And so we ordered crackers and cheese. And then we got in the car and Jason was like kind of sad. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, well, like, should we go out? And I'm like, well, we have Bernoulli. And then he said, let's go to Peter's. So Peter's Drive-In is a great place. It has milkshakes and burgers, but we already had some cheese and crackers. So it's like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
I had onion rings and they made me sick. So that was a mistake. Never again will I have cheese crackers and onion rings. Bad mix.
Bad combo. You were not feeling good.
No. Their onion rings are really good though. My white ones too said, I just wanted to say I had a Sunday morning laugh when I saw Bernoulli with the 2 balls. Yeah. That was funny.
That was very ironic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, Christy Kelly has, how about a cat hat for the stuffy? We did look into other accessories for the stuffy. And it was very, like, if we wanted a little knitted blue hat, like Brix's winter hat, it would have added a lot more to the stuffy. And I don't know if enough people would get it to make it worthwhile. And we could have incurred a financial loss taking a risk like that. So we wanted to keep, because costs have already gone up a little bit with inflation. So we wanted to keep it within a range of prices that would be up, something people could stomach rather than it be outrageously expensive.
And I asked my colleagues, I have 2 teacher colleagues that crochet. Yeah. And I said, and they both follow us on social media. And I said, so how easy would it be to make a hat like Brix's?
Yeah.
And how long would it take me? And they were like, well, no, like you do not have that kind of time.
No.
Or skill yet. Like as a beginner, I would not have that kind of skill to make that. No. So I said, I don't think I can do it. Otherwise I would. I'd be totally dedicated if it's something that I could do quickly and decently, but both of those things are not in my favor.
Right. And then in order for it to be past the toy laws for North America and really the world is accessories, generally speaking, have to be attached to the stuffy. So that's why the Bernoulli doesn't have safety glasses. And that's why the Brix doesn't have safety glasses. Is we did get a lot of feedback that people wished they could take the glasses off the stuffy, and you can, but you have to snip them. And then, that's not something we wanted to have to worry about. The clothing is a little different, but that little hat, maybe it's got a string on it. So we didn't want to worry about that either. We wanted to keep it safe. Yeah, good question though. I forget what I was going to say. I had something I was going to say about that. We will have when the Brix stuffies come in, we will have a link to where we got Brix's stuffy or his hat from a creator. We got it from a creator on Etsy, but it took like a month. So it wasn't fast. So I can imagine if like 60 orders came in, they'd be happy, but you might be waiting a while. We'll maybe finish with this question because it's a good one. It's asking about pet insurance. How does your pet insurance work? So we use Pets Plus Us. That's the name of it, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we pay a monthly fee. And there's a certain amount that it covers per year. And we decided to only have we have coverage on Brix and Bernoulli, and it's only for accidents and illness, right, Chris? Not like checkups or anything like that, or vaccines.
Right. Yeah. So you kind of have to look and see what is feasible for you. Sometimes they have a higher deductible. Or a lower deductible, and then it just depends on what they cover. So you could get like a higher amount that they would cover. Yeah, it just depends on what works for you. I did look at ratings and if people were happy and things like that. And it also depends on what animal you have and what area you are in. So Bernese Mountain Dogs in our area might be more costly than a Bernese Mountain Dog in your area. German Shepherds were really high cost in terms of insurance. So it just depends on how many claims are happening with whatever breed of dog or cat that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of stuff that goes into it.
Peter's asking, Bunsen and Beaker don't have insurance. No, they don't. We didn't really know pet insurance was a thing when we got Bunsen. And he's now, I guess we could get it for him, but it would be very expensive because he's so older. And he's had maybe we wouldn't even be able to get it. And with Bunsen and Beaker instead, we have a slush fund that we put money away into every month. So there's the slush fund for them. Bernoulli
no, it's certainly not enough for a catastrophic thing.
No. So there's disadvantages with, it helps. It's not I don't think we should probably get into the money situation and stuff like that, but yeah, do your research. A lot of companies, when you look online, you have to kind of take your time, because if you search best pet insurance in Canada, the first one that comes up is Fetch Pet, and Fetch Pet says Fetch Pet is the best dog insurance in Canada. So the companies will tell you they themselves have the best pet insurance. And a lot of people do fight with insurance for coverage on different things. And that's a common thread that we saw. We had a little bit of back and forth to get things finished for Bricks. But they did.
It's like nine out of 10 dentists recommend Crest, and the study has been paid for by Crest.
Yeah. We do hear a lot of good things about Fetch, actually, and Trupanion. They were a lot more expensive per month. I thought that was one of the reasons we went with a different one. And then they did pay for 100% of Brix's ICU stay. Nearly 100%? Not quite?
Not quite.
Pretty close. 90%, 80, 90-ish percent.
So again, you can look it up and you can go by tiers. You can ask to pay for 90%, I think 85%, 70%. And depending on your deductible and the percentage you choose, that just depends on your monthly payment. So again, we can't really say too much about it. It has to be something that works for you. If dental is something that you want, that's something different. You would have to look and see if the company provides that.
I guess the long and short of it is we were pretty happy we had insurance for Bricks. Let's just say that. Okay. All right. We good to go, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Holly says, I recommend going with the pet insurance that can direct bill. Yeah. That I think Trupanion does that. And then you don't have to muck about what we had to go through. So where you have to pay up front and then you get reimbursed. So yeah, pick the right one for you. Okay, time to sign out. Hey,
I think so. Bricks is chewing my hair, so I have to.
Yeah. Also, if you have a whole bunch of animals, the pet insurance per month could be pretty expensive. Somebody said that's true. All right. Thanks for coming to Pet Chat, everybody. Sorry we had some technical difficulties and we lost spaces on Twitter or X. But we came back on our backup internet. So go backup internet. Next week we should be around, but I think the week after that we're on our holiday, Chris. Our holiday is rapidly approaching. Yeah, it is. Yeah, August 1st we leave.
Don't tell people. Don't tell people.
Oh, in August we leave for our holiday. I think I've already said it in our Substack, Chris.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.